Kia ora everyone, I'm Donnalouise and thanks so much for being here. I'm super excited because I leave in just over 2 weeks to go to Spain where I will compete in the World Jigsaw Puzzle Championship. So I've been practicing as much as possible. Now we know the brand is Ravensburger and I'm focusing on the individual event, and it's a 500-piece jigsaw puzzle. So all the time lapses that you'll see in this video are 500-piece Ravensburger jigsaw puzzles. However, you will also see a short time lapse of this beautiful puzzle from PieceRelax. They're sponsoring my trip to Worlds this year and I can't thank them enough. So yeah, I cracked open one of the bags from this. It's called Spring Garden by the artist Comerford. Hopefully I'm pronouncing their name correctly. And it's just nice to do a nice relaxing puzzle after all this speed puzzling. Now in this video, I focused on jigsaw puzzles that I felt were difficult for me, ones that I would not be able to complete in under the 90-minute time limit that we have at Worlds. So why don't we just jump right in, watch the time lapses, and see how I do. So this first jigsaw puzzle is Rockefeller Christmas. And just so you all know, I often forget to mention like the artist name. Sometimes I even forget the puzzle name, but in the description for all my videos, I do have all the puzzles listed that appear in a video, and I'll have like the brand, if it's part of a series, the name of the jigsaw puzzle, the artist, and the piece count. So apologies if I forget any information, it's listed down below. Now, I've started this new kind of fully flip, build as I sort technique, and you can see it here, but I really like that this is a portrait positioned jigsaw puzzle. I need to practice more of those. However, part of the puzzle does not appear on the box, and I wish I would have thought to take a picture of the box. This is Allison's jigsaw puzzle. You see right there that border where it's like a pinkish purpley building that's already assembled along the border? That does not appear on the image anywhere. So I had these border pieces that are very distinct, and I'm like, where does that go? Where do they even go? And that's when I realized that the image on the box has what I feel a significant amount of the picture missing from all around, all four sides. So that frustrated me because, you know, I rely too much on the image. But anyway, as you see, I had to pause there and run. I think either my nose was running or someone showed up. Just so you know, I do sometimes pause my timer, especially when I'm out and about, if people show up, or at home if the dogs bark. I try not to like pause and leave the puzzle for any length of time. But it does happen sometimes that I have to. But I really do try to just pause my timer. You know, if the dogs are barking or the phone rings, someone comes to the door, it happens. It happens. I find it more disruptive if I have to pause from the puzzling. But you can see here, I've made piles of different buildings. I've made the border piles. I fully flipped some pieces. I built some pieces as I was sorting through them. And that pile that's up near my chronomètre is the tree, because I know that Christmas tree is going to be difficult and I'm going to have to leave it to the end. I'm also glad that this is another portrait positioned puzzle to try to get myself used to how much space I have on the table. So you see how I have my box over to the side? I forgot my box top holder and I was so upset with myself. My water bottle just didn't do the same. I was pretty pleased with how well I was going with this puzzle. I thought, I'm not doing too bad. And when I got to just having the tree pieces left, I did pause and look at the timer, but I forgot to take a picture. And Gabrielle is with me at the jigsaw puzzle display here. And I spoke to her. I know I was in the 1 hour, 20-ish minute mark, but I can't remember exactly if it was 120, we'll say 125 plus or minus a minute or two. So here I'm down to those tree pieces. A few building pieces remaining, but mostly tree. And I realize, okay, I'm gonna have to sort by piece shape, which is totally fine. And Gabrielle is coming and she's watching. And I knew this would take a long time. I knew I wouldn't get it under 90 minutes, but I was hoping that I wouldn't be too much over 90 minutes. However, you're gonna see what's gonna happen here. I end up having a false fit. And I take a photo and I'll show it to you in a bit. I pause the timer and Gabrielle and I look at it and I'm like, what is wrong? I know something's wrong, but what's wrong? And she's looking at it also. Here we are looking at it. I took a photo, and she points out just the tiniest color variation with like a pink and a white. And you see right there, can you see the color variation? That piece actually looks like it fits perfect, but obviously it doesn't. Oh my goodness, it threw me for a loop. But I was so pleased with my overall time in the end. I needed an extra 9 minutes and 35 seconds. Oh wow, those tree pieces. So I think I was around an hour 25. So 5 minutes plus another nearly 9, 10, 15 minutes to just do a few tree pieces. It's a tricky puzzle, but overall I'm pleased with how I did. So this next one, the golden hour. Down at the jigsaw puzzle display, I did have to pause once or twice here because eventually Allison, Julia, Victoria, and Gabrielle all show up and they're all puzzling. And again, I'm doing this new kind of hodgepodge technique. I'm building some pieces as I find them, the ones with detail. So there's a building, there's stairs, there's what's it called? A bridge with arches, and I'm sorting out the border pieces, but I'm also fully flipping and pulling out like the sky white pieces. They're at the top of the table, and the bottom of the table towards me, those are like water pieces. I feel I'm enjoying this kind of medley. I'm not sure if it's making me faster or slower, but I just feel like I'm organized somewhat, you know? I'm taking advantage of everything I enjoy doing. I find when I just fully flip, and maybe it's just me, I can't just fully flip and do nothing. Like I can't just fully flip and then go. Like I usually want to grab pieces that stand out and pile them together, or I feel like I need to be more productive than just fully flipping. And once again, it's one of those things that if I redid this jigsaw puzzle and just fully forced myself to fully flip without sorting, without making piles, I wouldn't know how much faster I was, unless I was slower, because I've already just done the jigsaw puzzle. It's hard to redo a puzzle a second time close. I'd have to go find a jigsaw puzzle I haven't done for like months and months and months and force myself to fully flip. I don't know if I get distracted. I just want to start building. I want to start sorting stuff that makes sense to sort. And I just fully flip the pieces that I don't know where they go right away, and I leave them. So this jigsaw puzzle image, again, another portrait one, and I had my box top holder, which I absolutely loved, worked perfect. And I actually did a lot of the white already because there were pieces that had details from trees or different colors, and I'm just working my way through. Now, at the time of building this, it felt like it was so slow going, and I was like, what do I do next? And I just really tried to calm myself and focus and go, okay, now pick out these flowers. Okay, now pick out this grass. Okay, this is this waterfall. And I just talked to myself in my head. I just feel I've gotten better as a speed puzzler, better overall as a puzzler. And my downfall will be nerves at the competition. It really will be. I was hoping that I could get a lot done before the 90-minute mark. And you can see I'm wearing my reading glasses. What a difference. I swear, what a difference. I've been missing out, being farsighted, trying to be so close to puzzles. These reading glasses are really helping. And I think they're kind of cute. So I got 2 pair and very helpful. So I'm down to these last dark pieces. And I actually stop and I pause the timer and I take a photo so you can see the time that I'm at when I just have sky. 1:23, I was pretty pleased with that. Now I was like, there's no way I can complete those white sky pieces in 7 minutes. Like it's not happening, I know, but I'm gonna do the best I can. And I thought I started out pretty strong because I managed to get in all the pieces that still had some other detail and the border. Now part of the difficulty here is I'm doing white pieces on a white table. I did not bring my sorting boards with me. They are coming to Spain. They're double-sided, white on one side, black on the other, and they're felt. They're really meant for sorting so the pieces don't slide off. I have other boards that are also double-sided, black and white, but they're slippery. Basically, you would build on them and you could move sections and slide them off. They're really good when it comes to teams. So for the teams, we're going to use 4 boards and then individuals just 2. But look how smart I was rotating the puzzle so that the white sky was near me. I felt like I was fast at the start, then I slowed down and fast at the end, but I needed 15 more minutes, an hour 45. Those white pieces took forever. Forever. But overall, I'm still really, really pleased with how I did on this jigsaw puzzle. Not my style of puzzle. And so 15 minutes, plus was it another 7? Is that 22 minutes just on the sky? Goodness. And now we have the white horse. Well, again, this is almost more of a bit of a full flip and sort. I didn't sort out the yellow from the greens. I just fully flipped them. But I did sort out all the horse pieces and the border pieces, and I am building the horse as much as possible. Should I have actually done a full sort? Yellow grass pieces, border pieces, horse pieces, blue sky pieces, green pieces? Maybe. But my problem is like, I know where this piece goes. Why wouldn't I put it approximately where it goes when I know where it goes? Yeah. Sometimes I frustrate myself with how I am. It's really hard to change habits. I do think I puzzle quite a bit differently now than I did, a year ago. I do think I've gotten better and faster and better strategies, and I feel happy. I feel this works for me. But if someone came and told me, you know what, it's always good to do it this way, it takes a lot for me to change my habits. But I do think overall I found something that's working for me, at least. I feel content. Now what's going to happen here is I had to leave, and I knew I wouldn't finish this jigsaw puzzle in time. So Allison comes and she actually pauses my timer at the 1 hour mark. So you're going to see how far I get at the 1 hour mark. And to tell you the truth, I was really pleased with how much I got done at 1 hour, because this to me, animal fur, photograph, blurry image, greenery, like it has all the things that are my least favorite. And I knew that. So at the 1 hour mark, she pauses the timer, and then she comes and she helps me finish the jigsaw puzzle. So no, I did not manage to complete this on my own. Here at this point, I really should have already sorted by piece shape the yellow. I don't know. I was grabbing the pieces all out. So I've grabbed out all the yellow, the darker yellow, the brighter yellow. But really now I'm just kind of trying pieces all over the place. I should have already sorted by piece shape. I really should have done that. This is my 1 hour mark. I was pleased with that. I think if I would have finished this on my own, I definitely would have been able to do the grass and part of some of the greenery, but I think it would take me a long time overall to finish on my own. But I was pleased at 1 hour. I was. So Allison jumps in, I finished the grass, and I actually, see what I did? I properly sorted by piece shape. And then guess what happened? It actually went quite quickly, and I was really proud of myself. Why I didn't do that sooner, I don't know. I have to realize, whoa, things are going slow. I'm a bit frustrated. Just sort by piece shape. It's a reset for me. It helps me just reset. And look at that. I was very pleased. I did all that grass by myself. And then I helped Allison with the greenery. And the first thing I do is she had sorted by piece shape, but I organized them a bit better. But this felt so slow. Both her and I were just trying as hard as possible. And I didn't feel like the image on the box helped whatsoever. And you can see we're not getting any pieces in. So do you think we managed to finish it in under 90 minutes together at the end here? And obviously, once you get some pieces in, then it just felt like at the end that the pieces were all flying in, And sure enough, we did with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to spare. I think this would have been similar timing or more than the golden hour. I would have been able to do it under 2 hours, but it would have been a lot. But I'm so pleased with how well I did on the grass. I was actually quite surprised with that. I have to thank PieceRelax, a Pinto company, for sponsoring my trip to Worlds this year. They've been so supportive, so amazing. I just can't thank them enough. And look at this beautiful jigsaw puzzle, Spring Garden by Comerford. Every time I say that name, I say it differently. I know I mispronounce names all the time. I'm so sorry. Just relaxing and fun. You can mix all the bags together. You can open one bag at a time. This is one of their PieceRelax puzzles, 1,000 pieces, comes in 4 bags of 250 pieces each. The border pieces are in a separate bag. And I just love that I could sit there, do part of the puzzle, and I'm definitely going to open another bag soon and enjoy. And the snap of the pieces together, just absolutely love it. I'll probably maybe try to find somewhere down at the Jigsaw Puzzle display to put this one up. Spring is coming soon here in New Zealand, so it's very fitting. I love how easy it is then to move a completed section, store it away for when I open the next bag, doesn't fall apart, just perfect. So again, thank you so much to PieceRelax for sponsoring me so I could go to Worlds this year in Spain. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So then I moved on to 2 puzzles I had done as pairs with Allison, both from Elspeth McLean. And I did not think I'd be able to do these in under 90 minutes. No way whatsoever. So this first one's called Happy Beads. And I purposely tried to give myself better lighting. I'm wearing my reading glasses. Allison and I completed this in 47 minutes and 26 seconds. Now it was a few months ago, not too long ago, but long enough that I kind of remembered a bit of the image, but not a lot. Now, when I puzzle with Allison, I feel if I redo the puzzle on my own, it takes me more than double the time to do the jigsaw puzzle. So 47 minutes times 2, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to finish this in 90 minutes. There's no way. I did the border. I don't know why I did the border first. This was pretty much actually a full flip and pull out the border. There was just so much I couldn't see what to sort. But I am focusing on one color at a time. And I'm making piles. There's that big kind of yellowy orange bead at the top. I'm pulling out those pieces. So I'm just trying to focus on the bigger beads that have something distinct. So I tried to pull them out. And then I thought, okay, let's do one color at a time. And I think I'm focusing on the green first because there were a lot less green pieces, a lot less green beads. And then I moved on to yellow. But what was nice is whenever I got stuck, I thought, okay, what's the next color? And I would scan the pieces, and this was also nice but frustrating. I'd look, I'd see a piece, I go, oh, I know where that goes. And then I go, yeah, that goes in the beads with the hearts. And then I go, where's the beads with the hearts again? And I really tried on this puzzle to force myself to look at the puzzle already completed on the table and try to figure out where the piece goes. But often I had to revert back to the poster. You can see myself holding up pieces to the poster. And I did at points get a little frustrated because I'd be like, I know which bead this piece goes to. I know, where is that bead again? And it's just such a busy image that I'd be like, where is that bead with, the moon? And so I tried not to get frustrated. And if it was a piece that I knew I'd figure it out, I put it at the top of the puzzle. I'd be like, I'll revisit you soon. And then if I found pieces that I knew went together, see, I've assembled some pieces at the top of the puzzle until I could figure out where they go. Some of the beads, the yellow and the orangey and the white ones, were very similar in design. I had no idea how I was doing time-wise. I was trying really hard. I felt like, oh goodness, this is going to take a long time. I did not think I would get it under 90 minutes. And I thought, oh, definitely I can get it under 2 hours, but I'll be a few minutes over the 90 minutes. I did feel like I was working my butt off for this jigsaw puzzle. I was trying really, really hard. And you know what? I loved it. Loved the colors, loved the design, loved everything about it. And look at this. Well, I was so pleased. I came in 6 minutes under the 90-minute mark. I couldn't believe it. Basically an hour 24. I did not expect that whatsoever. I was so very pleased. Of course, I would love to see this jigsaw puzzle at Worlds. Though then the nerves kick in, so I don't know if I could complete it under 90 minutes at Worlds, but I would try. So then I moved on to the next one that I have from the same artist. I'm doing a full flip. I'm sorting out the yellow sunflower, the green succulent, the border pieces, as well as any piece that has the white kind of border within the sections. I do not actually build anything until I fully flip and sort. Now this is an example of a puzzle where unfortunately I had to stop and I had to leave and run out of the house and come back, and I was gone for quite a while before I got back to the puzzle. I don't think it helped me at all. You'll see that I'll have a different sweater on when I come back. I really don't think it helped me. If anything, it kind of slows me down. It gets me out of the groove. This was late at night, so I'm tired. So by the time I come back to it, I'm even more tired. Now, when I did this jigsaw puzzle with Allison, it took us 37 minutes and 53 seconds. It's called Mandala Blooms. However, Allison did like 3/4 of the puzzle. No joke. And I struggled with this puzzle. And even though 37 times 2 is less than 90 minutes, I thought there is no way I can complete this in under 90 minutes. And then I start the puzzle. And it has flowers. It has a lot of repeat patterns in those mandalas. And I don't know, people. I'm going to say it's the good lighting, and I'm going to say it's the reading glasses. But I was like, I can see detail. I can see shapes. Wow. And I'm sorting out flowers that are similar, pieces that are similar. And I was really pleased with how I did on this puzzle. Now, this is actually quite late at night. And I was so pleased and surprised. I was actually really happy while I was doing this jigsaw puzzle. And even though I had told myself, you probably won't get under 90 minutes, I felt really proud of how well I was doing. And I was like, could there be a chance I actually do this in under 90 minutes? I said, don't get into your head, just keep going. And when I struggled with a section, I moved on to another one. What was nice about this puzzle for me, there was so many reds and the oranges and the yellows, which you know are difficult for me, but I felt I did really, really well. Did much better at looking at prongs and the detail and the color on the prongs. Did much better at looking at shapes, you know. Much better at not just focusing on the image, but the other information that each piece provides us. So here I've sorted out kind of all the blue pieces, and I'm trying, eventually I try to finish off that bluish green section. And then I move on to the other sections. And I'm trying to, smart move the pieces over to the section of the puzzle that I'm working on. Oh goodness, I'm sorry. You can see the reflection of the reading glasses on the table. Look at that. 1:16:49. I nearly jumped for joy. I did not expect that at all. Did not expect that at all. I was so over the moon happy with how well I did on this jigsaw puzzle. Wow, I don't even know what to say. How cute is this? I just love it. And you know, I really enjoy the plastic pieces because it's so easy to move around and store. I've only done one bag. I can put it away, pull this back out later, and do the next bag. So yeah, again, thank you so much, PieceRelax. And how cute, it's just cute. It's just completely cute. So yeah, I managed to do that one. Let's talk a bit about those puzzles. First of all, I don't feel Rockefeller Christmas will appear at Worlds. I shouldn't even say that. I say that and you know it's gonna happen. Maybe because it's Christmas themed. I don't know. Have they used a Christmas themed jigsaw puzzle in any competition? Probably they have, maybe. Maybe, I mean, if they have the availability of the puzzles, why not? The one thing that I really enjoyed was that I focused, I did as much as I could, and when I got down to the tree, I knew I would have difficulty. So my plan is when it's a difficult jigsaw puzzle that I know I can't complete in 90 minutes, just do the most I can as fast as I can and leave those difficult sections till the end. Sort by piece shape, calm down and just do one piece at a time and be happy for every single one of those extra pieces you get in because they all count. Now that golden hour, oh goodness, the white pieces, that felt like it took forever. I do have a little secret. I pulled out my reading glasses and what a difference it makes. I'm farsighted and these, I wear contacts, but still when it comes to looking at things up close, it gets like, this gets blurry to me. Putting on the reading glasses just gives me that extra boost and I'm like, oh, look at that. I can see extra detail. So the reading glasses are definitely coming with me to Spain. I even went and bought a second pair just in case, and it makes a huge difference. I was able to see details I don't think I would normally see. I used it as well on all these other jigsaw puzzles. So my reading glasses, that's my secret weapon this year. But again, I was really pleased with how well I did up until the point that I just had those white pieces left. I knew it was going to take time and I tried really hard. Any piece that had a little bit of yellow or a little different color, I focused on them. And sure enough, when I get down to basically solid colored pieces, it's just a grind. I just got to remember not to get discouraged, sort by piece shape, take my time, and yes, every single piece counts. So no matter if I get one in 5 minutes, that's one more than I had 5 minutes ago. And then finally that white horse, oh, please do not appear at Worlds. I don't think it will. Maybe. I thought maybe it was used in a competition, but perhaps as pairs. I was actually really proud at the 1 hour mark when Allison stopped my timer, how much I had completed. And then I did the yellow grass and it wasn't too bad. I was really, really pleased how well I did the grass. But that greenery, that's just blurry blobs. No, it took Allison and I quite a bit of time just to do that. So I would definitely not complete that puzzle in under 90 minutes. But again, I know now, what can I do quickly? What are my strengths? Focus on them, leave the difficult stuff to the end. I do have a couple of other tricky jigsaw puzzles that are really difficult that I've done several times. You've seen them on the channel, like Balloon Party and New York, the City That Never Sleeps. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do them again. There was just one more jigsaw puzzle I really wanted to do, the Polygon Lion from the Battle of the YouTube Puzzlers. But my copy is up in Auckland. It's being shipped back to me this week. And so if I can get it in time, I definitely want to redo before Spain, and I'll have it in the next video. Because I think potentially that could make an appearance at Worlds. Just saying. I don't think Rockefeller Christmas, I don't think the Golden Hour, and I don't think White Horse will make an appearance. But I do think Polygon Lion could. So I'll save it for the next video. How adorable are these? I think we are going to see one of their artwork at Worlds. These are probably the two easier 500-piece ones. There's the Tree of Life one that I think is really difficult. Hopefully that would be a pairs, not an individual. And then the other one I believe is called Magnificent Mandalas. That one might not be too bad. But to tell you the truth, I honestly did not think I could complete these in under 90 minutes, and that's why I included them in this video. But I was so pleased that I figured out how to use my box top holder with the poster. Again, thank you to Kiwi Dreams Designs for giving me that box top holder. Because the box that it comes in doesn't show the full image. If you want the full image, you have to use the poster. And the poster is a bit small, but again, with my reading glasses, I can see all the detail. And I was absolutely shocked at how well, for me, I did on this one. This is so not me. I loved it. I think the glasses and good lighting makes a huge difference. I do think, I'm going to try to pronounce her name, Elspeth McLean. I'm sorry. I've been practicing. Elspeth McLean. I do think we're going to see some of their artwork at Worlds. Maybe even 1,000-piece in teams. So this will be interesting. Leave your comments below. Do you think we're going to see some of this artwork at Worlds? I do. That's my prediction. But I included it in this video because I thought they'd be really difficult and I couldn't finish them in under 90 minutes. Now there's another puzzle that we have not seen in this video. I'm saving it for the next one because I think it will make an appearance at Worlds. But I don't think I can complete it in under 90 minutes. So it kind of crosses over the two videos. It's from the Circle of Colors series, some of the newer ones. This one's called Seashells. I don't think I can do this in under 90 minutes. Look at all that orangey, reddy pink. Those are my worst colors. Also, how do you use the poster? At Worlds last year, I had the poke bowl. I used the box, which is quite small. The poster I had on the floor next to me, but I kept leaning down and leaning over and Now I will be recording and I'm gonna have a clamp with an arm on my table and I might be able to tape it to the arm and have it up like this. Now, what do you think about building on the poster? The thing is, I measured the poster and I looked at the dimensions of the puzzle. It's 2 centimeters small. That could throw you off. And I don't know at the competition whether or not you're allowed to build on the poster. I don't know if it's in the rules or not. Maybe it's something we should ask. But I have done some other circle of colors where the poster was the exact size of the puzzle. So leave your comments below. Do you think building on the poster is helpful, yes or no? Do you think it should be allowed in competition, yes or no? Or do you have a solution for me on how I can use the poster? Because my box top holder won't help, I don't think. So I need to come up with a plan. But I do think they're going to appear at Worlds. The other 2 in this series that I have are the astrology and the insects. And I believe there's quite a few more circle of color ones. And there's a whole other series called something else of circle jigsaw puzzles, none of which I can get in New Zealand, so I can't practice them. But you'll see me do that one in the next video. But if you have any recommendations on how I can set up and use the poster effectively, please let me know. Leave your comments below. So overall, I'm actually really pleased with how I did with all these jigsaw puzzles, even the ones that I didn't finish in under 90 minutes. Because I think I'm approaching them well. I'm doing the best I can, I'm having fun. And believe it or not, little things like having a box top holder that's at the right angle for me and having my reading glasses, I know it sounds silly, really helps. I see details I couldn't see before. But also looking at piece shapes, looking at the details on the prongs, just calming down. I need to stay calm at Worlds. Oh, I think that's going to be my worst enemy, shaking hands and nerves. But yeah, I know that I'm in Group A for individuals. So excited. I'll keep practicing. You're going to have a few more videos to come before I participate in the competition. And I'm also hoping that Allison and I can get a few 1,000-piece practices in before I go. I'm not sure. She's quite busy. I'm quite busy, but hopefully we can do a few. I have a few new 1,000-piece Ravensburger puzzles that I really want to try. And leave your comments below and let me know. Are we going to see some Elspeth McLean artwork at Worlds? I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's lovely. Ooh, but goodness, it can be tricky. So there you go. I'll keep practicing. And I think now I need to go and do another PieceRelax bag. Oh my goodness. It can be a bit much, but I really do speed puzzling because I enjoy it and because of the community and everybody that we're going to meet in Spain. It's just going to be so much fun. Thank you so much for watching. You know, I really appreciate every single one of you being here. Wish me luck. I leave in under 2 weeks. And until then, ciao.